Good morning, everybody. AC Adams with you again. We're going to do a quick video on some new policies that we've enacted here at the Fire Department. After working closely with Local 2507's Labor Management Committee and the Board of Trustees, we, the Fire Administration, want to make sure we give you a quick overview of these two new policies and procedures. We've introduced two new policies, a communications policy regarding social media use and a human resources policy regarding, well, hopefully clear up some of the FMLA procedures. So I think we all know this policy has been coming down the road for some time. This new policy will be under communications, and the section, it will refer to our new social media use procedures. I'm not going to read this policy to you verbatim, but I am going to hit some of the major points. As it describes here in the purpose statement, we realize that social media is an important tool that most of us use in one form or another every day. The main goal of this policy is to protect all of us, firefighters, administration, the township, and those that we serve from litigation, discipline, and even just the bad look. There's a myriad of examples of how social media posts have gone awry and caused massive problems for those involved. Recently, there's been an uptick in firefighters losing their jobs over social media posts regarding the George Floyd protests. I can give you examples from every state in the country. Please go to firerescue1.com and read the article, Firefighters Face Consequences Following Troubling Social Media Posts About Protests. It's a big one. Too many firefighters are making poor decisions on social media, and they're being disciplined and losing their jobs because of it. I don't want that to happen to you. Back to our policy. Under the scope section, you will see that our policy. You will see what our policy is covering. Acceptable use of social media on personnel and township-owned devices. Use of social media on and off duty, some guidance on public records, and guidance on what we can do with photos we take. Under the procedures section, there's two parts: official social media use and then personal social media use. So please make sure you read these sections carefully. We are in no way trying to tell you how to live your life. We just want everybody here to be protected, safe, and smart when using your social media accounts. Folks, there's nothing here that says you can't get on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever comes out next. This policy will, however, hold you accountable if you do not follow any of the stated procedures. Any discipline regarding this policy will follow the normal progressive discipline policy in the Local 2507 collective bargaining agreement. So, with that, let's switch gears and talk about a much less contentious, albeit confusing policy, the Use of Family and Medical Leave Act, or as we like to call it, the FMLA. The use of FMLA has always created confusion for everyone involved. When to use it, who can use it, how often it can be used, and how it's administered. These are just a few of the common questions that all of us, including the administration, have about FMLA. You'll find this SOP under Human Resources in the section, and it'll be labeled FMLA Leave. As it says under the purpose statement, we have established guidelines and best practices when utilizing FMLA time. Under the scope section, please understand this policy procedure includes a full-time members of Madison Township. Also understand that employees must have at least 12 months of service with us to be able to claim the FMLA time. Under the procedures, section 1, it lists all of the types of leave covered. It's extensive. This is a fairly all-encompassing list that's been provided by the federal government. So section 2 will give you the policy on leave usage, and then section 3 is extremely important. This will guide you on the notification process for us on how you're using FMLA. Section 4 will give you the procedure on acquiring your medical certification for the use by township administration to approve or deny your FMLA request. This policy is for you. FMLA makes sure you still have a job during medical necessity, whether it's for you or a close family member. This policy will aid you and the administration in navigating the waters of this process. FMLA can be complicated, but this SOP should answer most of your questions. There is no discipline directly associated with this policy. However, failure to adhere to the policy will affect your time off, how it's used, and if your time runs out, then we would have to proceed with the progressive discipline policy set forth by the CBA. This policy protects you from losing your job due to medical necessity. So, please read each of these policies carefully. You'll be asked to sign off, and you've read these policies here in the coming days. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact a member of the Labor Management Committee, and we'll make sure you understand these important policies. Thank you all for watching, and stay safe out there.